Let's start recording.
The Bohemian Grove.
This is the same thing, the Bohemian Club?
So they claim.
Yeah, that's the same shit I said last time.
Okay,
An
word.
elite invitation only social club found in San Francisco. Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Northwest London.
Northwest.
Hey, shout out to
Northwest
Big ups.
Northwest
Big ups.
London. Big up
Big ups.
Northwest
Yo,
London.
before we get into this video, what conspiracy theories do you guys believe in, man?
This
Put it down
video
in
is
the chat.
brought to you by
Yeah.
manscaped.com.
Hey,
man,
shout out to
ain't that
Manscaped.
crazy.
Well, let's see.
Hold on,
Unless my
hold on,
timing
hold
with
on.
this video is
This is Katana or something else. People generally think American black people are Native Americans, and historians made up the translation slave trade because some of the old slave flies look too modern for the times. I have to unpack that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
The Mandela effects. Aliens, but that's really yeah, I don't think that's at this point.
Yeah.
First time coming on. It's my first time coming in the stream. Wait,
Oh really?
this is a different CC?
Maybe.
Oh.
Oh maybe.
What's good, new CC?
Hi guys, what are y'all
Shout out
watching
to
now?
New CC.
Yeah.
That makes it seem like the saying "What are y'all watching
Yeah,
now?"
right.
is
Yeah,
like you have
yeah,
something
yeah.
to base it off of.
Right.
But anyways, like the video. We're live. Come on.
If never said George H.W. Bush.
really bad, then Clint Eastwood should
Clint
still be
Eastwood.
alive, so that's B out. And former Prime Minister Michel Rocard was more French than frog's legs, so A's out as well. Which leaves us with C. But that obviously can't be true. I mean, all those important and respected men running around in the woods as part of some shady Illuminati-like organization? That would be insane. Actually, it is insane, because it's 100% true. Now, folks, if you've watched my channel for a while,
100%.
you'll know I'm a huge fan of
It's
Manscaped and their
100%
new
true.
Performance Package
Let me
4.0 kit.
sell you something you can shave your
Perhaps
balls
the
with.
most powerful private organization in existence, and also one of the most controversial, thanks to its reputation
guy
for
not in
doing
frame. I gotta
some,
sit up,
shall we
that's what
say, unusual
You
things
also gotta
when the world is looking the other way.
re-applicate.
The Bohemian Club was founded in San Francisco way back in 1872 by a group of journalists with an interest in the arts. But over the course of its near 150-year history, the demographic of its members has shifted dramatically. The artists are still there, but these days, the journalists have mostly been replaced by a generous helping of some of the most influential men alive.
Hold up. She said, "I believe that other creatures have been created, which we never heard of and seen." That reminds me of
Stranger Things?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry to bother you.
Oh.
The horse thing.
Oh, nah. That's disgusting.
You ever seen that movie?
Oh, man. That's,
Bro.
I ain't gonna front. That movie's really good.
It's good.
That's that
Yeah,
sick
yeah.
shit.
That's sick
Sick-
shit.
Yeah.
That black, yeah,
Black
we
magic.
can't say that shit. We can't say that shit on YouTube.
Alive. We're talking multiple US presidents, CEOs of the world's largest companies, Ivy League university directors, curators of renowned museums, leading scientists,
No
and a
way.
whole host of prominent politicians and policymakers from across the globe. It used to be
Oh,
said
Jojo,
that
you-
if you
you
weren't
went
on the
for a
waiting list for
surprise.
membership by the age of 30, you'd be dead before being accepted. But it isn't just a long list of illustrious members that makes the Bohemian Club so intriguing, because every year, a couple of thousand of its members descend on a private tract of redwood forest in Northern California for what can best be described as a 2-week scout camp with a twist. That twist being remarkable amounts of alcohol, a series of bizarre rituals,
Yep.
and some of the world's most powerful men in drag. Welcome to Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
The camp kicks
Yeah.
off every
In
year in the
drag.
same strange
Yeah.
and slightly terrifying fashion,
Before-
with the ritual burning of a human sacrifice. I meant with the ritual burning
Not for nothing, though. Like, a lot of, like, weird, ritualistic kind of shit has some type of influence of, like, homosexuality. Like, a lot of that shit, like, a lot of, like, rituals, even, like, you know what I mean? Like, when they talk about, like, Hollywood and also, like, rappers and shit who, quote-unquote, sell their souls, it oftentimes have something to do with them doing something homosexual.
Yeah.
Oftentimes.
I know nothing
Wait, like,
about
what's
that.
the?
That's
Isn't it
crazy.
Illuminati? Do they have something like that?
Like, dudes gotta get fucked.
In the Illuminati?
Like, just, I mean, in the Illuminati, I believe so, but, like
By other dudes?
yes. I mean, even when you think about it, too, just think about it on a much, like, more like, not attainable, but, like, more, like, reachable level. Look at, what's that shit called when you're in college? Fraternities.
Oh yeah.
The hazing is homoerotic in a sense. You paddle people. You have dudes run around the campus naked.
Yeah.
Amongst other things, but it always has that like kind of air of doing something that's kind of degrading, almost like in a sexual way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I noticed that correlation.
Yeah.
Thank you, PB. You know what I'm saying? Suit fire, by the way. I appreciate it.
People always think gay is the worst you can be. We so weird as people. I don't know if that's what you think I'm trying to say. I don't know or you're just saying in general, but that's not what I'm thinking. But there is oftentimes some type of thing because it's kind of like a matter of like submission, especially if you're really not into that thing. But in order for you to kind of assert that you're down with it, you have to submit to this person doing something, you know what I mean, that kind of gives them some type of power over you.
Yo, bro. It's not on the screen.
Yeah, I know. I see copyright over here, so I took it off the screen.
Oh, 32. Not you, my boy.
Yeah.
Not you, my boy.
You would think.
Is purely symbolic. The effigy represents
Same with the
club
Stanford
members'
prison
many
experiments
cares and
made
responsibilities.
prisoners strip
By
clothes,
burning
yeah.
it, the worries of the outside world are banished. To spice things up a bit, the whole ceremony takes place under the watchful gaze of a towering 12-meter owl statue, the Bohemian Club's mascot. This Giga Owl takes an active part in the ceremony too, speaking in the pre-recorded voice of legendary newsreader Walter Cronkite.
Walter
And just in
Cronkite.
case all of that wasn't weird enough, Bohemian Club members who take part in the ceremony all wear what look like Ku Klux Klan robes that someone accidentally put through the wash with a red sock.
Yeah, with
It
it's like
probably sounds
burgundy.
like
Wow.
I'm this up, but seriously, the cremation of care ceremony happens each and every year.
Cremation
to
of
open
what?
The Bohemian Grove camp. Alex Jones of InfoWars fame
Their,
even managed to film it once
mascot.
after sneaking into the Grove back in the year 2000. Scarily enough, having witnessed the ceremony firsthand, Jones was convinced it wasn't an effigy that was being burnt at all, but an actual living human child, sacrificed by these
Whoa.
men who rule the world as part of some disturbing occultist ritual. Once the cremation of care is out of the way and everyone's worries have been thoroughly incinerated, the camp truly begins. The location itself is stunning, by the way. Nestled amongst towering California redwoods, the world's largest trees. Bohemian Grove is big enough to house several thousand club members simultaneously. There's an open-air dining circle that can seat 1,500 people, and as for sleeping arrangements, there are a dozen or so smaller camps spread across the site, each with its own distinct reputation and famous patrons. George Bush Sr., Walter Cronkite, and NASA astronaut Frank Borman are known to have favoured a camp known as Hillbillies, and Herbert Hoover was a long-time occupant of Caveman. Make of that what you will. This picture from 1967 was taken at breakfast in a camp called Owl's Nest, one of the most prestigious.
Wait,
Harvey
pause.
Hancock is the
Wait,
one
what the
he was
fuck?
Eisenhower's
That's
campaign manager during the
That's Nixon
1962.
and
Yeah.
Reagan right next to. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
American election.
They can't
The
see
guys
this
sitting on
shit.
either
Oh, they
side,
can now.
Ronald Reagan
Okay.
and Richard Nixon. Oil
There we
magnate
go.
Edwin Hawley and Nobel Prize winning chemist Glenn Seaborg are also present. So, how do these masters of the universe spend their 2-week sojourn in the forest, aside from burning children alive, obviously? Well, there are daily lakeside talks given by important club members and regular entertainment in the form of high and low jinks, which are basically
What?
just performances of various kinds, usually comedy or music. But what Bohemian Grove is really all about is getting hammered, then urinating, both frequently and aggressively. The first drink of the day, gin fizz, is served in bed by camp staff, and the alcohol keeps on flowing until long after the sun's gone down. Unsurprisingly, considering Bohemian Club members are almost exclusively gentlemen of advanced years, with prostates the size of medicine balls, there's a lot of
no.
visits to the little boys' room. Or at least there would be, if there actually was a little boys' room. Bohemian Club members urinate exclusively in the great outdoors, a privilege so important to them they've even fought to defend it in court. I'll get to that in a minute. With so many
Huh?
influential people rubbing shoulders, you're probably assuming that plenty of important business deals and world-altering policy decisions are made at the camp every year. But the club is strict when it comes to talking business. Its motto is, "Weaving spiders come not here." A line from Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream that warns that Bohemian Grove isn't supposed to be used as an opportunity to network or do business deals. But like basically all mottos ever, this one is widely ignored. Plenty of people go to Bohemian Grove with an agenda, and whilst most of the earth-shattering decisions that have been made during boozy nights amongst the redwoods are remembered only by those involved, a few
What are you doing?
have become public knowledge. For example, rumor has it that an early planning meeting for Manhattan Project, including the
What?
likes of Robert Oppenheimer and Nobel Prize-winning physicist Ernest Lawrence, took place during the 1942 iteration of Bohemian Grove, directly
Wow.
leading to the invention of the atomic bomb. Earth-shattering indeed. By the way, if all this important people get together to do weird stuff in the woods business is sounding kind of familiar, it may be that you're a House of Cards fan. In Series 5 of the Netflix show, Frank Underwood, played by Kevin Spacey, goes on an outdoor retreat with a fictional secret society known as Elysian Fields, which draws heavily on Bohemian Grove. The episode opens with a parody of the cremation of care ceremony, complete with a giant talking crow statue and the burning of a human effigy. Elysian Fields has a motto too. Buzzing bees do not sting here. It's a minor miracle the Bohemian Club didn't sue. Considering the guest list, you won't be surprised to learn that security at the Grove is taken very seriously. The Redwood Enclave is watched over by what can best be described as a small private army, kitted out with high-tech gear, including thermal cameras, night vision goggles, and both motion and vibration sensing alarms.
Wait,
The US
what's
Secret
Elysian
Service has also been
Fields?
known to lend a hand from time to time.
It's
Fictional.
fictional version of Bohemian Grove that appeared in House of Cards.
And when the guest list demands it. I should probably mention that Bohemian Grove and the Bohemian Club in general has come in for its fair share of criticism over the years, mostly due to what some people see as sexist policies. No woman has ever been a full member in the club's 150-year history, and female staff aren't employed at Bohemian Grove in any capacity, unless you believe the rumour that the club's prepared to relax its gender policies when it comes to prostitutes. When the club was first formally charged with discrimination in 1978, they fought back, arguing that their members wouldn't be able to urinate as openly and liberally as they wanted to if women were present at Bohemian Grove. The court ruled in their favour. That decision
Of course
was
they
eventually
did.
overturned, but the Bohemian Club did the litigatory equivalent of asking to see the judge's manager by filing an appeal with the California Superior Court. At the subsequent trial, they argued that being male should be considered an occupational qualification. And since most women struggle mastering the skill of having a penis, they simply aren't qualified to work at the Grove. The court, once again, ruled in the club's favour. The world's changed quite a bit in the last 40 years, hasn't it? Oh, I should probably mention that the California Superior Court judge who reached
He
this
was a member?
somewhat controversial decision was known to have attended Bohemian Club events. But I'm sure that had absolutely nothing to do with this decision whatsoever. Bohemian Grove ends every year as it began, with an elaborate performance. Though thankfully no children, real or otherwise, are burnt in this one. Instead, a majestic redwood-rimmed arena with seating for up to 2,000 people, roughly the same capacity as London's Royal Opera House, hosts an end-of-camp performance, known as the Grove Play. Written and performed exclusively by Grove Club members, and supported by a full orchestra and production team. It's reported that Grove plays, which are only ever performed a single time, can cost upwards of $150,000 to stage.
Imagine that.
And since no women are allowed to become members of the club, any female characters are played by men in drag. The Oxford English Dictionary defines a bohemian as an artist, literary man, or actor who leads a free, vagabond, or irregular life. And I don't know about you, but George Bush Sr. isn't the first person that springs to mind when I hear the word vagabond. I'm not the only one who's picked up on this little contradiction either. When Oscar Wilde visited the Bohemian Club in 1882, he was heard commenting that he'd never seen so many well-dressed, well-fed, business-looking bohemians in all his life. Despite the somewhat optimistic branding, there's no doubt the Bohemian Club and its 2-week urination orgy in California will continue to capture the public's imagination for as long as it exists. There's just something inherently intriguing about so many important people gathering under such unusual circumstances to do all these bizarre things. We normals have always been interested in how the other half lives. Although I think it's safe to say that up until now, most of us assumed it was more Learjets and mansions than ritual burnings and drag. So, is Bohemian Grove a place where a bunch of old white guys in various states of midlife crisis go to recapture their lost college days? Or the hub of an Illuminati-like organization with a penchant for burning babies? I'll leave that up to you.
So.
Oh, and one last conspiracy theory for you before I go. This is the US Capitol building, seen from above. Notice anything strange? It looks a bit like an owl, right? Some people believe that's
no.
That's crazy.
No way. Oh my goodness. This is out of what the this is crazy. That can't be
in the heart of Washington DC. And intriguingly enough, the current design for the grounds was drawn up in 1874. 2 years after the Bohemian
Thank you,
Club
baby
was
girl.
founded.
Love you.
Of course, back then the club was literally no more than a bunch of journalists with no power whatsoever. But hey, why let the truth get in the way of a good conspiracy? Thanks for watching.
Why never let the truth get in the way of a good conspiracy is funny.
He's saying all that shit, but look at the fucking copyright that we got on our shit.
Yeah.
Talking about spreading the truth.
Alex
be
Jones
damned.
documentary where he sneaks into the Bohemian Grove is one of my favorite all time. I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
I'm very curious. Alex Jones is a whack job, but he's kind of funny at the same time.
Yeah, bro, the video of him running. You know that video?
No.
When he's running after the motherfucker.
No, I got him running is probably the funniest
The
thing
funniest shit. Yeah.
ever. Overweight orange man running. Oh man, shit. What did y'all think about this?
This was interesting. This was
Yeah, I
real
didn't know
interesting.
anything about, like, I didn't know this was a thing, but it is a little strange. I believe it. I'm sold already. I wouldn't put it past
So
people like that.
curiosity, my curiosity is peaked. Like, I think he probably didn't go into some of the more grimier
Yeah,
parts
this
of
was
it.
kind of like less. This was more like an intro video. I feel like.
Yeah.
This is the one-on-one course.
Yeah, like just the bullet points. It doesn't actually. They didn't really say like
It
what
delved
actually
too-
like what they actually do. Cause like, okay, you have this. This could be a thing, but like, what do they do? What do they? Are decisions made here that affect a lot of shit? You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, they said the Manhattan Project.
Yeah, see, that would have been
Yeah.
stuff like that.
If
If they say
they-
stuff like
If
that,
the Manhattan Project was discussed there, supposedly, I could only imagine what else.
right?
Probably the WEF shit, bro. The shit that we was just watching.
Maybe.
If y'all haven't seen that video yet, go make sure to look at that video if it's
Word.
posted. But yeah, that's crazy. You seen this shit? You don't remember this shit?
No.
Yo.
Nah, he actually kind of out.
He started darting after him.
Oh nah.
That
These
nigga actually
comments
was
are
out. He was
crazy.
kind of out. I ain't go first. Nah. The one that was up, go up a little bit more.
He started darting, bro.
Yo, go back up to a little bit, yo. In the comments, there was one up, right. That one, menthols. I'm shocked that a regular YouTube channel like 32 is talking about the Bohemian
Oh, yeah,
Society.
so-
This is the kind of stuff that would get you labeled as a lunatic 10 years ago. In fact, Alex Jones exposed it many, many, many years ago. But everyone kept calling him crazy, even though so many of his predictions have come true. Interesting. I'm a firm believer that if this was absolute, then this video wouldn't still be up and he wouldn't still be kicking.
I mean,
he didn't really.
he didn't really like bash the name as like
Yeah.
as much as he could have. If it was they're doing crazy stuff, this is
Nigga made it sound fun summer camp for rich white
Yeah.
guys.
But
Just peeing outdoors and shit.
it seems like his channel is conspiracy based.
It's like historical in a sense. Like he'll just different topics and stuff.
Oh, okay,
Yeah. I've been watching his shit for a couple of years.
okay.
They got the Assassin's Creed shit on there. Hold on.
That's
go
what it
down.
looked like, right?
What the fuck?
Oh yeah,
No way.
the Simpsons. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know if we should watch more of this channel. Comment below or some other videos.
Facts.
Pull up on the live streams every
That's a
Tuesday
fact.
and Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the video, comment please.
Yeah.